Peace to everybody. This is about Brad Pitt reminisces on having excitement while working with Luke Perry 2 months after his death. And of course, on the left, as you can see, Brad Pitt, and on the right, Luke Perry, who had recently passed away. Brad Pitt opened up about being in awe of the late Luke Perry when he was cast to act alongside him in the film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and he praised his commitment in an interview with Esquire. So yeah, so he opened up about his about being in a cast alongside with Luke Perry before his death, and of course Luke Perry is no longer here, and if y'all know, Luke Perry was from 90210 and Riverdale. Brad Pitt, 55, appreciates the impact late actor Luke Perry made in the film and television industry, and he couldn't help but gush over feelings like a kid in a candy store when we got to work with him in his soon to be released film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. During an interview with Esquire, Luke plays the role of Wayne Wander in the new film, and Brad reflected on moments he had with him on set and admitted how in awe he was of him as a teen. Yeah, so Brad Pitt is 55 years old, and he appreciates the impact that he had with Luke Perry. Um, there's a film that's going to be coming out. It's called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it was during an interview with Esquire. And then, of course, Luke Perry had played Wayne Maunder in the film. So anywhere between that time and before Luke Perry's death, they had done this movie. That's Luke flipping Perry. We were like kids in the candy shop because remember going to the studios and Beverly Hills 90210 was going on, and he was that icon of coolness for us as teenagers. Brad, who plays the role of Cliff Booth, told Esquire about his and co-star Leonardo DiCaprio's reaction to Luke being in the film. It was this strange burst of excitement that I had to be able to act with him. Man, he was so incredibly humble and amazing and absolutely committed. He couldn't have been a more friendly, wonderful guy to spend time with. I got to sit down and have some wonderful conversations with him. It was really special. Yeah, so yeah, Brad Pitt had sat down, had some wonderful conversations with Luke Perry, and of course, Leonardo DiCaprio. He's another one. Um, had reactions to Luke Perry being in the film as well. So, and of course, Luke Perry stayed humble to himself. He never really got into any trouble that much, and yeah, and he was friendly. Leonardo, who plays the role of Rick Dalton in the highly anticipated feature, agreed with Brad's sentiment. I remember my friend Vinny, who is in the film as well. We walked in and we both had this butterfly moment of, like, oh my god, that's Luke Perry over there, he enthused. Yeah, so Leonardo had a friend named Vinny, who was also in the film, and of course Leonardo had a butterfly moment of, like, oh my god, and he saw Luke Perry. Luke's role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood will be the first posthumous film role. The beloved actor, who died at the age of 52 after suffering from a stroke in March, was also acting in the television series Riverdale at the time of his death. His last episode on the series aired on April 24th, almost 2 months after his passing. Yeah, so he had one last role on Riverdale, and of course, Luke Perry was 52 years old when he died, and he suffered from a stroke in March. So, and I don't know if anybody's going to take his place or not. Probably not. It all depends on how this is going to play out as well with being in Riverdale because, Luke Perry's no longer around. So I'm not sure if they're going to find a new cast member to play Archie's TV dad or not. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is directed by Quentin Tarantino, premiered at the Cannes Film Festival on May 21st and will be released in the United States on July 26th. So, Quentin Tarantino, he has done a movie, or he directed this movie, I should say, I'm sorry. Um, and it's coming out May 21st, or no, it's not. It's going to be released in the United States on July 26th, so it will be at theaters. And believe me, I won't be at a theater because it's too expensive. I don't need to be there. Leave your comments below. I am out.